Breakfast, and my good evening and welcome to the Manx Radio Folk Show with me, John Barker, playing you the best in folk and roots music from the Isle of Man and from all around the world. And indeed we start in the Isle of Man tonight with Vuddy Veg, a Manx song performed by Ruth Keggin and Rachel Hare from their album Lawson.
Vuddy veg lianu machri, jig machasan anya gebotanani, shina borskin kona hastem vohu, shanka fodura genu gentu. Vuddy veg shin thou the law venas buiach ta miralag thou, ten red gustelia vi filia tretowski, shula ma redmut och hiri machri. Vuddy veg bi merach brau, nach tjegen chrien sus rishet heel vorach jou. Nian van no gases mi uraya, as de glijmisch de hoirisch unage. Vuddy veg stiachans the liavi, saucheres blas he cadla the tavi, judui the chudum dan like she's the chian, as gau the ashens the chranya veg John.
Well, after that beautiful piece of Manx music, the rest of the show is focused on Shrewsbury Folk Festival, where I'm off to on Thursday. And this year, there are no acts with a Manx link playing, that I know of anyway. Though no doubt there'll be a few from the island there, including me and Tony Hewson and Joe and Steve Garvin. Anyone else going? Do let me know. Look out for my camper van with the Manx flag flying. It's perhaps not the finest lineup I've ever seen for the festival, but there's some great acts playing. And I always seem to discover somebody new that I really enjoy. Last year, that was the band Ranagrai, who in the end I went to see twice. They were so good. I wonder who it'll be this year. There's quite a lot of Scottish artists playing this year, and one of those is Project Smock. And from them, this is Woodlands Drive. One of the big headliners this year are the Levellers. They have played there before, but I didn't see them that time. I must have been watching something else on at the same time, so I'm determined to make a big effort to go and see them this year. From their fairly recent album, Together All the Way, this is the Levellers with Man O' War.
I used to rise with the morning sun, bless the day when the night was done, kiss my family one by one. I'm a man in a war and all that's gone. Fire in the heart for nights won't bend. The TV said there's trouble ahead. I don't believe a word they said. Now I'm a man in a war and I'm full of dread. This is my life, I've nothing left to lose. Dead man walking in my shoes, who stayed behind a dead grey land. I'm a man in a war and I feel death's hand. I took my family to the borderline, said I'd see them another time. I took their little hands in mine. I'm a man in a war with eyes that shine. This is my life, I've nothing left to lose. A dead man walking in my shoes, who stayed behind a dead grey land. I'm a man in a war and I feel death's hand. Blood and the smoke never end. Every day I lose a friend. Cities fall and bodies burn. I'm a man in a war, but I'll get my turn. This is my life and I've nothing left to lose. A dead man walking in my shoes, who stayed behind a dead grey land. I'm a man in a war and I feel death's hand. This is my life, I've nothing left to lose. The dead man walking in my shoes, stay behind a dead grey land. I'm a man in a war and I feel death's hand. Yes, I'm a man in a war and I feel death's hand.
Another of the Scottish bands appearing this year at Shrewsbury Folk Festival are Blazing Fiddles. From an old album, 2004, The Old Style, this is Bullocks. Yes, bullocks. of the things I used to always enjoy at Shrewsbury Folk Festival was the Folk Slam, which was late on the Monday afternoon and organised by Jim Murray, featuring musicians who'd played over the weekend. I even saw Richard Thompson get up and play some songs with the house band one year, which was quite something. It doesn't happen anymore, but Jim Murray is playing at the festival this year. I'm not sure whether he's solo or with a band, but I'm sure it'll be great, whatever. He had an album out called Bethleen a couple of years ago where he revisited some of his older tracks. And from that album, this is Lord Ellenwater.
King East wrote a long letter, sealed it up with gold, and sent it to Lord Ellenwater to read it if he could. But he's not just sent a stable boy, nor any other slave, for he has sent the truest servant a king could hope to have. The first few lines that he did read, it filled him with surprise, but the next few lines that he did read made tears fall from his eyes. He's called to his own dear wife as she in childbed lay, for me to ride to London town. It seems there is great need. If to London you must go, before you go away, make your will, my dear, she said, lest you should go astray. Well, I will leave my only son, my houses and my land, and I will leave my own dear wife £10,000 in hand. He's put his foot on the mounting rock, mounted on his steed, when the rings from off his fingers burst and his nose began to bleed. As he was riding up London Street, a mob did at him rise, and the cries of traitor through the town made tears fall from his eyes. No traitor, cried Lord Ellenwater, no traitor at all, cried he, for I've been loyal all the while to James, our noble king. Then up and spoke a grey-haired man, a broad axe in his hand. Oh, make your peace, Lord Ellenwater, your life's at my command. There's £40 in my pocket, pray give it to the poor, and the velvet coat upon my back will be yours forevermore. Now take my life, old man, he says, his eyes with weeping sore. He's laid his head upon the block, and words he spoke no more. The axe was raised into the air, gave a mighty blow. As his head it tumbled down, the sky did crimson grow. Here lies the head of a traitor, he said, and picked it up to show. But the head, it opened up its eyes, and it did answer no.
Firelight Trio are a band that came to my notice a couple of years ago, 2023 in fact, with a self-titled album. They play European folk music, with fiddle, nickel harper and accordion, and a lively tapestry of Swedish polskas, Scottish reels, lilting French waltzes and toe-tapping klezmer, and more. From that album, this is En Charrette and The Last Minute. Back to English music now. Well, in fact, Yorkshire, really. And Bryony Griffith and Alice Jones. This is their version of My Johnny Was a Shoemaker from their album A Day Too Late and a Month Too Soon.
My Johnny was a shoemaker, and dearly he loved me. My Johnny was a shoemaker, but now he's gone to sea, with pitch tar to soil his hands and to sail across the briny sea. My Johnny was a shoemaker. His jacket was a deep sky blue, and curling was his hair. His jacket was a deep sky blue. It was, I do declare, to reef the topsail he has gone, and to sail across the briny sea. My Johnny was a shoemaker. A captain he'll be by and by, with a sword and a spyglass too. A a captain he'll be by and by, with a brave and a valiant crew. And when he gets a vessel of his own, he'll come back and marry me. My Johnny was a shoemaker, and when I am a captain's wife, I'll sing the whole day long. Yes, when I am a captain's wife, oh, this will be my song. May peace and plenty bless our days, and a little one upon my knee. My Johnny was a shoemaker. Was a shoemaker, and dearly he loved me. My Johnny was a shoemaker, but now he's gone to sea, with pitch tar to soil his hands and to sail across the briny sea. My Johnny was a shoemaker.
Malin Lewis is a piper and pipe maker from the west of Scotland. I've played you some music from the album Halo Climb that was released last year, which I really enjoyed, so I do hope to get along to their set at Shrewsbury Folk Festival this weekend. From the album Halo Climb, this is Elysian. Another one of the Scottish artists performing at Shrewsbury Folk Festival this year is Hannah Rarity. I've played you lots of her music, she's got such a wonderful voice. Here's a song by her called Home from her album To Have You Near.
I want a home, not just a place to lay my head. I want a home where someone's sleeping in my bed. A tap that drips in perfect time with all my peaceful dreams. Just a place to lay my head. I want a home where someone's sleeping in my bed.
So that was Hannah Rarity, one of the Scottish artists performing at Shrewsbury Folk Festival this weekend. Wales is much closer than Scotland, however, and from there, the really interesting band called Nine Bach are performing. That's the number 9, BACH. And I think that'll be a really good set to get along to. From their self-titled album, this is a track called Pontypridd.
Pontypridd mae'n nghariad, Pontypridd mae mwriad, Pontypridd mae'r ferch bach uwchad o flaen.
I'm a fin gathered avon, my gani warth eglithion, my gani fer marlan i'r taf o tyred atai gwembron.
One of the big names highlighting Shrewsbury Folk Festival this year is Martha Wainwright. She's the daughter of Loudon Wainwright III and of course sister of Rufus. I must admit I don't know her music as well as the other two, but to some extent she does follow in that Wainwright tradition of documenting family relationships in her songs. Here's an example. This one's called Laurel and Hardy.
The song late last night about my brother and all his might, and you will be so very kind to listen to these words I've written about the boy who seems quite smitten and like none of you'll find. 'Cause baby, I know the reasons why we were unkind. He's Laurel, he's Hardy, he's the life of the party, and he's got great taste in furniture. Wakes up at noon, plays the piano till he's smooth, goes out for food, 'cause baby, I know the reasons why we were unkind. But I gotta know why. 3 years before me, you came out and cried. Boy, not a girl, where you get all that goddamn pride. You are so very thin, and I've always wanted to fit into your pants. Photogenic at first glance, but got something missing for romance. We share a mother, we do, and a daddy too. Home on Curves Avenue, and a melancholy mood with a rhapsody in blue. 'Cause baby, I know the reasons why we were unkind. I wrote the song late last night about my brother and all his might, and you will be so very kind to listen to these words I've written about the boy who seems quite smitten and like none of they will find. 'Cause baby, I know the reasons why we were unkind. He's Laurel, he's Hardy, he's the life of the party, and he's got great taste in furniture. Wakes up at noon, plays the piano till he swoons, goes out for food, 'cause baby, I know the reasons why we were unkind. Da 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 da. Firstborn son, son of a gun. Oh, I love you even more than when the song begun. sister, baby, and nothing can beat that. Oh, firstborn son, son of a god. I love you even more than when the song begun. I love you even more than when the song begun. I love you even more than when the song begun. I love you even more than when the song begun. I love you even more than when the song begun. I love you even more than when the song begun.
Martha Wainwright there, who I look forward to seeing at Shrewsbury Folk Festival this weekend. Sam Kelly's appearing as well, along with his usual collaborator Jamie Francis. I played you a few tracks on Sam's new album, Dreamer's Dawn, recently. Here's another one, with Jamie on banjo, and it's one that'll be familiar to you Led Zeppelin fans, as well as lovers of traditional music. It's Gallows Pole.
Father, did you bring me silver? Father, did you bring me gold? What did you bring me, Father, to keep me from the gallows pole? Father, what have you given? Father, what have you sold? Oh, Father, what did you bring to keep me from the gallows pole?
Sam Kelly there, obviously influenced by the Led Zeppelin version to some extent. It's a very interesting song with a lot of history, and in a couple of weeks' time I'm going to play quite a few versions of that song, some which you might not initially recognise as being the same song, from both sides of the Atlantic. Music happening here on the Isle of Man. Well, Wednesday night will be the session in O'Donnell's, starting about 8:45, but it's also Blues Club down at the Railway. I'll get along to that and play as part of the Big Wheel Blues Band, and we've got a first-time appearance from a guest band. If you'd like to get down, I'm sure it'll be a great night. I will have to get up early in the morning for the Liverpool ferry on Thursday, but I can catch up with my sleep over the weekend, I'm sure. I'm sure there'll be something happening at the Sailors' Shelter on Wednesday night in Peel as well, and on Thursday night there's the Folk Club in Ramsey at the Buffs Club. Friday night session in Ramsey at the Mitre, and there'll be a Sunday afternoon session somewhere, but I'm recording this show quite a bit in advance, so you'll have to check social media to find out where that one is. Just a little advance warning, heads up, of the gig by The Hunch, the band from the northeast of England, at Peel Centenary Centre on Saturday the 30th of August. Tickets available in the usual places. With fear of repeating myself, I'll be at Shrewsbury Folk Festival this weekend, and there is a large representation of Scotland in the artists that are appearing this year, and the last two tracks I'm going to play are both by Scottish artists. Festival favourite Skerryvore are headlining one of the evenings. We shall get the crowd jumping. From their album Tempest, this is Vancouver Island, one of my favourite places in the world. Wonderful. If you've not been, you should go. So that was Skerryvore. Something very different but still Scottish. Someone who's bound to be a huge draw on the same evening as Skerryvore is Dougie McLean. His song Caledonia has become the alternative Scottish national anthem, and I think this is the earliest version that he recorded from an album from 1982, Craig Dhu. I'll be back next week to play more great folk and roots music from the Isle of Man and from all around the world, and I hope you'll join me then.
don't know if you can see the changes that have come over me in these last few days. I've been afraid that I might drift away, so I've been telling old stories, singing songs that make me think about where I came from, and that's the reason why I seem so far away today. Let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, and now I'm going home. For if I should become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Kept on moving, proved the points that I needed proving, lost the friends that I needed losing, found others on the way. I have kissed the ladies and left them crying, stolen dreams, yes, there's no denying. I have traveled hard, sometimes with conscience flying, somewhere with the wind. Let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, and now I'm going home. For if I should become a stranger, you know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Sitting here before the fire, the empty room, the forest choir, the flames that couldn't get any higher, well, they've withered now, they've gone. But I'm steady thinking, my way is clear, and I know what I will do tomorrow. When the hands have shaken and the kisses flowed, well, I will disappear. Let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, and now I'm going home. For if I should become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever